A look at Boone Pickens Stadium and the Cowboys in a very familiar spot, back in the top 15 in America as we roll through Big 12 conference play. Welcome to the Cowboy Football Roundup. I'm Dave Hunziker along with Oklahoma State head coach Mike Gundy. And you know, you're 5-1. I know you have some issues or some areas where you're concerned, but the thing is they're finding ways to win football games and sometimes close games.
Well, I think when you have as much success as we have over the last 5 or 6 years and played as well as we have on both sides of the ball, that you set the bar and people expect it every game and each year, and that's fine. Our job as coaches is to evaluate the players we have, the plan that we have in place each week, and try to improve and get better as we move forward. We didn't do a very good job of coaching last week. The players have competed and given us effort. We need to do a better job of coaching, put them in a better position. And the good news is we've won 5 games. The players have really good focus. Their practices are good. Their attitude's good. So we like how we're bringing them along. They just need to improve each day in each drill. And then on Saturdays, they got to get a little bit better each week.
How do you feel about the offensive line? And one thing, in looking back at some of your other teams, this is really the youngest offensive line maybe you've ever coached here. In fact, you've got 3 sophomores or freshmen starting. If you go back to 2007, between 07 and 14, you'd only had 2 guys start on your offensive line as freshmen and sophomores. Sometimes we lose perspective, but that's a young group. How do you feel like they're coming along, and what are some of the challenges with a young group?
Well, there's a few things here that I think people lose in perspective. Koenig is the only veteran player we have.
Yeah.
Grisby has played in about 9 or 10 games, but as a starter this year and maybe a few games last year, he's an older player, but he's not an experienced player.
Right.
And then you have the other 3 guys with Veach, you have Lewis, and then you have Crabtree, and then you have Mike Wilson. Those guys are playing for the first time ever. And so we're not experienced, and they're learning on the run. Now, they're playing pretty good for the experience and where they're at in their career, but it's just not up to par with what we've been in the past here over a number of years. And so that's why there's some panic out there outside the program.
Well,
I mean, there's no panic inside. We understand. We want it to improve, and we want them to play better as soon as possible, but we also have to understand, like Mike Wilson, it's his first time to really ever play college football.
You think about some of the things that have happened over the past year that have really created this dynamic. I mean, basically 3 guys that you felt like would be starters and veteran starters this year, you don't have, or they're not available. So there's more to this than people probably realize.
We've had an unusual set of circumstances at the offensive line position, and we're in the process of rebuilding it, and their attitude's great. So we need to do a better job of coaching and put them in a position for success.
Coming up, we look at the highlights of the Cowboys' victory over Kansas. Next on the Cowboy Football Roundup. The Cowboy Football Roundup is brought to you by Case IH. Get in the red zone with Case IH. Visit caseih.com/Cowboys. By Mercy, your life is our life's work. By Cox OSU On Demand, your front row pass to OSU football, exclusively on Cox in the Free Zone. By OG&E, power at the speed of life. By Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of the OSU Cowboys. By Verizon, the exclusive wireless provider for OSU athletics. And by Integris Health, the most trusted name in healthcare.
My brothers and I were very lucky. Our dad was a physician. We got to see what medicine was all about. We got to work with him in his office and see patients with him. And we decided that the best way to honor our parents was to name the sleep centers after them. You know, if you listen to the patient, they'll tell you what's wrong. I can't imagine practicing medicine without getting to know people and interacting with them. But I also gauge success in terms of outcomes. 90–95% of our patients feel better, and it's pretty quick. They see improvement in their sleep quality and their daytime alertness and their quality of life. Our goal is to help them not only to sleep better, but understand what they need to improve their sleep, because their life truly does depend on it. I'm the luckiest guy in the world because I enjoy going to work every day, and seeing patients is still the best part of my day.
Get a large 2-topping pizza for just $7.99 at PizzaHut.com. A deal this good only lives online. So for a limited time, try the $7.99 online deal any day of the week when you order at PizzaHut.com. The best Pizza Hut deals live online. Pizza Hut.
Don't just dream of being the hero. Make it happen.
I can't believe we missed the game for this. We're not. I got XLTE.
It doubles our 4G LTE bandwidth in cities nationwide. So be that guy with Verizon XLTE.
Now get 1 gig of bonus data and our best pricing ever on the More Everything plan.
Let's go, Dr. Pepper here. Let's go, Dr. Pepper here.
I've seen it all up here. I've seen flip flickers, Hail Marys.
I see nachos.
The only thing I haven't seen up here, a playoff.
You hear about the playoff?
You heard about playoff? Can you hear me? This whole idea of playoff is pretty much my idea.
This year, we're crowning the first true, undisputed #1. All those other seasons, they don't count.
This is like the first real season of college football.
Yeah! Oh, man.
Super painful.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Let's go, Dr. Pepper here. Let's go.
Get a large 2-topping pizza for just $7.99 at PizzaHut.com. A deal this good only lives online. So for a limited time, try the $7.99 online deal any day of the week when you order at PizzaHut.com. The best Pizza Hut deals live online. Pizza Hut.
Welcome back to the Cowboy Football Roundup. Oklahoma State's first true road game in Lawrence, Kansas against the Kansas Jayhawks, taking your young team up to Lawrence as we look at the highlights for their first true away game experience, Coach.
There's Ryan Simmons getting them fired up and getting them ready to go. I thought we came out and had good focus and good intensity to start. Defense obviously played well. Offensively, we were slow again. This is the second series here. I think we're running a play action down the field route. Nice ball by Dax and a really nice catch by Glidden. He continues to make plays for us. Goes up there and takes the ball out of the air. Gave us a first down at almost there at midfield. We came outside and ran a little naked play. And they covered it up. Dax did a good job of running, getting some yards. I'm not real fired up about him taking those hits. He needs to get his 6 or 7 yards and get down. We couldn't finish, ended up, and Ben came through and kicked a, about what, 40-yarder or so, something like that,
Yep.
37.
43-yarder
and hit it down the middle. He's really kicking good. Defense stopped him back on offense again. We're getting a 3rd and long call. Mike Yursich made a nice call here. We caught him in a pass defense and dropping out and trying to defend the pass. And they actually tried to blitz out of that look and blocked it up really well inside. And Dez did a good job taking the ball and getting it in the end zone. Did a really nice job here getting them stopped down inside the 20-yard line. Defense here on an outside zone. Thought we had a touchdown right there. We actually picked the ball up and the guy knocked it out of our hands. Either way, back on offense here. Got Dax on the outcut there. Nice job on the tip by Shep. Good concentration. We need to get rid of the ball a little bit quicker there, but really did a nice job of concentrating and making a play. Shep played pretty good for us. He had 1 drop and did a really good job in the game on the punt coverage. Starting to come around a little bit. 3rd and long right here, handing the ball off to Dez. This was one of our offensive plays of the game. See the wideouts blocking downfield? You got Glidden and you got Seals blocking 15 yards downfield. Convert on a 3rd and 18 on a running play. There's Glidden blocking right there on a big guy. There's Seals continuing to block on a corner. Guys are giving us really good effort and playing hard. 4th and short here. We got Dax keeping the ball. If Seals would have run his guy off instead of trying to block him, we'd have scored a touchdown right there. We've got to get that corrected. And then Groden comes in as another really smooth kick. Looks good. And so we're up 13-7. Defense comes in, starts making some really good plays here, stuffing the run game. Obviously, if you can make a team one-dimensional, we started playing well enough in the run to make them one-dimensional there for a while. Back on offense, running the zone bubble play. Dax did a nice job flipping it out there to Hayes. Got good blocking on the perimeter again. We're in a 3rd and long situation here. Dax throwing the ball downfield to Tyreek. Took a big-time hit there and popped right up. Got back in and played the games, which you like to see. Like the ball to be thrown earlier to avoid the big hit, but I really like when Tyreek popped up. And so that's just part of the game. Very competitive young man, likes to play. Didn't get any points out of it. It's not good. There's a sack right there. It's a good job on the backside. Back on offense right before the half. Dak sees man-to-man coverage, throw the fade out there to Seals, goes up and makes a really nice catch, and gives us a little bit of a comfortable lead there at the half. Really nice ball right there. Should have thrown more of those, and we should have thrown them more effectively in this game. Defense is back on the field there. They're trying to run an option scheme. We got it. They were able to string it out to the sideline. More pressure. Good job by Wren folding back in. And then got the ball back, couldn't make a play on offense again. Here's Shep on the punt, doing a really good job of covering and wrapping up the legs. And then we have a good group of guys that are following up on the punt coverage. We've improved in that area. It'll be a big challenge for us this week. Fourth quarter, they tied it up 20-20. Momentum's on their side. Guys came in and blocked it really well. Everybody's blocked. Got the fastest player in the country. He avoids the kicker, and then the rest is history. We talked about this play Sunday night in practice, before practice in the meeting, and the most impressive thing was everything was going their way at that time. We lost all momentum.
Yes.
And we blocked the thing exactly the way we were supposed to block it and put him out there in the open space, and then, he's just special when he has the ball in his hands. And so it was certainly a big play for us because we were struggling on offense. Defense is out there to stop him. Put a little pressure on him. Got the quarterback sack. There's Ogball coming from the backside, diving, making that sack. Now they're down on 4th and 12. Furman spotting up, coming underneath the curl. He sees it. He did a good job of getting out of bounds here. Game over. No reason to take a chance on a fumble. I believe he set the quarterback up just from his experience and stepped back underneath the curl route, and we got the win. We're able to get out of there and finish up, and now we're 5-1. Got a lot of work ahead of us.
Stay with us. When Coach Gundy and I come back, the dynamics that led to Tyreek Hill's game-winning kickoff return. We'll break those down after this on the Cowboy Football Roundup. Let's take a look ahead at what's coming up in Oklahoma State athletics with our Cox upcoming schedule. A look at the schedule is brought to you by Contour from Cox. Contour is TV just for me.
Love your OSU Cowboys? Get the 411 with OSU On Demand. It's the only place in town to get a unique look at weekly practices and a behind-the-scenes peek at your OSU Cowboys.
If you love your OSU Cowboys, you're going to love OSU On Demand. Available only on Cox in the free zone.
Go to Channel 1, Free Zone, Cox Local, and select OSU. It's your front row pass to OSU athletes.
I, along with these witnesses, bear testimony in your marriage commitment with each other. Through the exchanging of rings and your marriage vows, you have pledged lifelong love and fidelity. I am honored as a minister of the Lord to shepherd you into this new life. With the power vested in me by the state of Oklahoma State is still firing.
Welcome back to the Cowboy Football Roundup as we talk OSU football with head coach Mike Gundy. And the game-winning play, you could argue, for Oklahoma State against Kansas was Tyreek Hill's kickoff return for a touchdown. They'd been kicking it short, but one of your up men, Blake Jarwin, was doing a nice job, it seemed, at handling those. Is it safe to say that how you manage those short pooch kicks set the stage for Tyreek Hill getting that game-winning TD return?
I would think so. Blake and also Teddy on the other side. They kicked a couple over there. We handled it well. Our average starting point in this game was the 49, the plus 49. And so I'm guessing that they got tired of us getting the ball in the 40, the 45-yard line, and were going to take their chances to kick it deep, and Jarwin did a great job, and Teddy did a good job of fielding those. And the one, Jarwin's going to score. On the back side of the kickoff, their number 3 guy, third from the outside, he was knifing across the field. And so as they covered, they were knifing him across the field, and when Jarwin broke through, he just happened to show up at that time, or he's going to score. So I don't think there's any doubt that the success that he and Teddy had fielding those, and our front guys being able to get a little block here and there and get us the ball in the 40, certainly made him kick the ball to Tyreek.
Something I wanted to talk to you about on offense is this, and you don't want to be in 3rd and long. No one does. But the thing is, the last 4 games, you've converted a 3rd down and 6 or more 15 times. And it's not that it's a situation you want to be in, but you're having some success. Why do you think that is?
Well, I'm not sure. We're actually better in 3rd and long we are in 1st and 10. We have to improve in all areas, but we've run the ball some and been effective. And it's funny how things like that work out. We've had really, really good offenses here before and not good on 3rd and long.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure we have all those answers, but Des Rollins made some nice plays, and then we've handed the ball off to Tyreek a few times on long yardage, and he's made some nice plays and converted.
Stay with us on our Orange and Blackwell segment with Lauren Blackwell. Chance to meet Cowboy punter Kip Smith and hear his unique trek to Stillwater. It's coming up on the Cowboy Football Roundup. Time now for your OG&E Wind Power play of the game.
Oklahoma State, Mike Gundy, have a lot of confidence that this team is going to be able to respond.
They kick away. They kick away. Tyreek Hill, 2-yard line. Tyreek 20, 25, 30. Tyreek 40. Watch out! Hill will take it to the house.
Don't just dream of being the hero. Make it happen.
I can't believe we're missing the game for this. We're not. I got XLTE.
It doubles our 4G LTE bandwidth in cities nationwide. So be that guy with Verizon XLTE.
Now get 1 gig of bonus data and our best pricing ever on the More Everything plan.
Get a large 2-topping pizza for just $7.99 at PizzaHut.com. A deal this good only lives online. So for a limited time, try the $7.99 online deal any day of the week when you order at PizzaHut.com. The best Pizza Hut deals live online. Pizza Hut.
Let's go, Dr. Bubby here. Let's go, Dr. Bubby. Yeah!
Hi, Larry Culpepper. I'm watching you. You're good, man. You heard about the playoff, right?
Woo!
It was my, pretty much my idea. I mean,
Play football. Keep it alive out there.
this is like the first real season of college football.
Get down and stop there!
Did you play last year? Didn't count.
All
right, man. I'll get back to work. All right, good.
Let's go, Dr. Bubby here.
I, along with these witnesses, bear testimony in your marriage commitment with each other. Through the exchanging of rings and your marriage vows, you have pledged lifelong love and fidelity. I am honored as a minister of the Lord to shepherd you into this new life. And with the power vested in me by the state of Oklahoma State, pistols firing.
Get a large 2-topping pizza for just $7.99 at PizzaHut.com. A deal this good only lives online. So for a limited time, try the $7.99 online deal any day of the week when you order at PizzaHut.com. The best Pizza Hut deals live online. Pizza Hut.
Back on the Cowboy Football Roundup, time now for Orange and Blackwell as Lauren Blackwell joins us now. And Coach Gundy and I were talking about this earlier in the show, and the fact that Oklahoma State in the last couple of years has had some graduate transfers. Josh Furman, for example, Tyler Patman come here and have success. The Cowboys punter and kickoff man is a transfer, but his story is entirely different.
It is. Kip Smith's college career was off to a great start at UCLA, but all of that changed without a moment's notice.
Three years ago, OSU punter Kip Smith started his college football career as a starter at UCLA, but a pain in his leg would quickly change everything.
I tried to be tough and kind of play through it and everything, because I've never been hurt. So right before the third game in practice, I go to kick an extra point, and it felt like my leg just got zapped with lightning.
Smith never kicked in a game as a Bruin ever again. Tearing his quadricep completely off the bone put him out for 9 months. Smith thought his football career was done.
I didn't really think I'd really come back from it. Like, a part of me thought I could, but then another part of me was kind of, well, this is kind of it. Well, kind of had a good run. All I wanted to do was play college football, and it was kind of just taken away from me just like that.
Smith then decided to move home to Broomfield, Colorado, and come up with a new plan.
I was working at Lowe's just to make some money. I was working 40 hours a week. So it was a full-time job, kind of being there every day. I wanted to play football again somehow, so just went to the field either like after work, before work, or at lunch, and tried to see if I could still kick, and it was pretty rough.
With encouragement from a friend, Smith searched for schools with a senior kicker, like former Cowboy Quinn Sharp, which led him to Oklahoma State and Director of Recruiting Johnny Barr.
He had the coach Linder at the time, watch my film, and they said, yeah, if you want to come out here for a visit, you can come out here and you can walk on. So I said I didn't even need a visit, just I'd like to come. But I ended up taking it, and then I just really liked it here, so I just wanted just an opportunity just to compete, that's all.
His first semester in Stillwater, Smith wasn't even part of the football program, but joined later as a walk-on in 2013. That season, he kicked off 90 times, averaging 60 yards, had 21 touchbacks, and 24 punts downed inside the 20.
I really think everything happens for a reason. Through those times, I really didn't understand why all that stuff was happening, but now it really makes a lot more sense to me now, and kind of just don't take anything for granted now.
Smith says above all, he's grateful for finding a new football home, and to OSU for giving him what he longed for most, a second chance.
You know, and Kip's really had to adapt to sort of recreate himself so that he could continue to play college football.
And he can't kick field goals anymore, which was his original skill, but he has become very effective as a directional kicker and punter.
It's time now for your Case IH Red Zone recap. Oklahoma State was 2 of 3 in the red zone in the win at Kansas, with 1 touchdown and 1 field goal. That's your Case IH Red Zone recap. Get the most out of every acre with Case IH. Log on to caseih.com/Cowboys.
My data is mine, not mine.
Mine to share,
Mine to keep. It's mine when I want it.
mine where I want it,
And only mine. My data is mine to analyze.
mine to put to work.
Mine to control. It's mine.
The AFS Connect Farm Management System from Case IH connects you, and only you, to the information you need most from your equipment, from anywhere, at any time. AFS Connect, only from Case IH.
Don't just dream of being the hero. Make it happen.
I can't believe we're missing the game for this. We're not. I got XLTE.
It doubles our 4G LTE bandwidth in cities nationwide. So be that guy with Verizon XLTE.
Now get 1 gig of bonus data and our best pricing ever on the More Everything plan.
Back on the Cowboy Football Roundup as we wrap things up. TCU's next on the road, Coach. What are your thoughts?
Really good football team. They've always played well on defense, and same aggressive style, corners that play well, safeties that really tackle on the run. Their down guys are active and very athletic. do a good job on defense. And then offensively, a change this year. You know, they've hired one of our own. They've taken Doug Meacham from Houston, who was here and has implemented the offense that we've run here for years. And so I'm glad he's having success. And but our players are excited about this game, and they're looking forward to going down back in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We have so many players that come from that part of the country, or Texas, I should say. And we need a great week of practice, and I don't think there's any question that they'll really play well. We talked about it earlier that we didn't play as well in Kansas as we'd want to, but well, we were playing against a team that's had a ton of success and could very well be ranked in the top 5 in the country right now. They just didn't get a break in the last game, so it'll be a great challenge for us, and we'll look forward to the game.
For head coach Mike Gundy and Lauren Blackwell, I'm Dave Hunziker. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. The Cowboy Football Roundup is brought to you by Case IH. Get in the red zone with Case IH. Visit caseih.com/Cowboys. By Mercy, your life is our life's work. By Cox OSU On Demand, your front row pass to OSU football, exclusively on Cox in the Free Zone. By OG&E, power at the speed of life. By Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of the OSU Cowboys. By Verizon, the exclusive wireless provider for OSU athletics. And by Integris Health, the most trusted name in healthcare.